organizations are talking about change, think about where you're going to be in 15 years' time. Think about that movie that's going to be made in 15 years' time. Think about organizations in 15 years' time. Most organizations haven't got a clue, rightfully so, as to what their stakeholders are going to expect in the future. But part of what organizations need to be able to do is to think about who these stakeholders are, think about what their expectations are, and then start to drive the change to begin to meet some of what those expectations are. Because an organization that doesn't have an idea of what those expectations are ends up bringing in changes that actually don't meet the needs of their stakeholders, and they end up going bust anyway. So part of what I want you to think about is, whereas stakeholders have all sorts of expectations, there are some organizations have to say, you know what, if you want that here, you're not going to get it. And actually, we're all tuned to that, right? So if I said to you, you want to, if you need, for example, some milk, some bread, some eggs, some ketchup, and what else, some oil, right? Would you go to a hospital? No, you would not, right? Why would you not go to a hospital? Because you know that a hospital is not going to meet those expectations, right? Now, God forbid you should fall over, cut your leg, and it's bleeding profusely because you happen to hit an artery. Are you going to go to your local corner shop? No, because they're not geared up to meet the expectation of bandaging your leg. So we already know that for certain expectations, we go to certain organizations, we go to certain institutions. Yet, very often from an organizational perspective, very often organizations are not willing to say, you know what, there are some expectations we're going to meet, and there are some expectations we're just not going to meet. We're just not going to deliver those. Therefore, to try to change to meet those expectations is not worth doing. So there needs to be some alignment between the expectations and the changes that are taking place. If you look at where Google have invested over the last 6 to 12 months, they have spent billions of dollars buying up robotic companies and anything that has anything to do with robotics. Now, I'm not saying Google's the smartest company in the world, but if Google, what they do have is they've got huge, deep pockets. Now, if Google are going to go down that road, you can begin to see that actually the way this is going to go is they're talking about wearable technology, right? So eventually, technology will be built into your shirt or built into your jeans, so that your jeans are actually will pick up your Wi-Fi, okay? And your jeans, I mean, they're already talking about jeans, material, right? Building technology into material, so that while I'm doing this presentation, my shirt will monitor my heart rate, my pulse rate, my blood pressure, right? And if it goes up above a certain level, then actually it'll ping my watch a message which will say, calm down, take it easy, don't get stressed, and by the way, take your pill. Okay, see. And actually, it could go one step further, because it'll ping a message to my watch, and my watch will ping a message to my doctor, and tell my doctor, and now it gets really interesting, because my watch could ping a message to my insurance company, and the insurance company will increase my premiums for health insurance. Or go the other way, the insurance company will decrease my premiums if over a period of time they've noticed my blood pressure is kind of... Can you see? All I'm saying is, the way in which technology is going to start to work when it becomes what they refer to as ubiquitous, when it becomes everywhere, we haven't even begun to look at the possibilities there. So technology and strategy are going to become, I think, very, very closely intertwined.